Hello, this is our project, Event Management and Ticketing System. I'm Johnny.
I'm Devin.
And so my portion of the project was mostly working on the organizer portion of the code.
And my portion, or my main portion, was the customer portion of the code.
And everything else, such as the creating the database schema, we simply split it half-half, or we worked on it together. So first, an introduction and project overview. Our objective was to create a database and front-end web application for storing information about events, performers, customers, venues, tickets, and the relationships, as well as functionality to, of course, create events, buy tickets, and such. And we chose this project because we simply wanted to just create a one-way stop for both customers and organizers to join and create events respectively. To introduce our database schema, we have the organizers entity set, which has organizer email as the key, organizer name, company, hash password, salt. And we also have events, which has event name, event date, the current attendance. And it also has to have a venue and a performer. And between events and organizers can organize many events, but each event is organized by one organizer. And there are customers with customer email, customer name, hash password, salt, authentication stuff. And for tickets, it has a serial ID, a unique serial ID, but it has to include event information and customer information as well. In regards to venues and performers, this is just part of event management and ticketing system, where the venues, we just have to have venue information such as the name, location, capacity. And for performers, we have stage name, actual name, and the type of performance that they do. So the key features of our application is first and foremost the user registration and login. So that's both for organizers and customers. We also have a lot of viewing and searching tables capabilities for both alike. We also have on the organizer side event creation, editing, deletion, so full featured, and same as the customers, full featured. We have the ticket registration and deletion for events. And now onto the live demo of the system.
So let's quickly run our code really quickly to get our app. And right here, we're taken to the home page of our web application. And so quickly, I just want to start off that we restrict all like skipping URLs. So like before you can log into our customer home, where it's the homepage of the customer, you'd require to log in before you can do so. So if I were to type in customer home, it would force me into the customer login, and the same goes for organizer home, where it requires you to log in before you do that. And now to begin to see all the other stuff, let's go see all the performers available. So when I run view performers, I will receive a list of all the performers that are available in this website. And so when I go towards our workbench and run this value, I will have the exact same values as you can see as the ones on the website. So let's return to homepage and click view venues. And essentially this is the same thing. This is all the venues that are available listed through our website. So let us go back here and see that in action live time. And you can see all the values match up perfectly. And now let's return to homepage. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to register as an organizer. And let's just call ourselves demo for now. And we're going to call it demo@gmail.com. And just make the password demo. Notice how we're going to type in demo and you'll see how it works later. For company, let's just put a mock one. So we're just going to call it demo.sjsu.edu. So let's register as an organizer and let us type in our information. And we're going to type demo again for our password and log in again. So now when we run this, we're going to see that we have registered as an organizer under the name, under the email demo@gmail.com. And notice how for our password, we actually put demo. It was only four strings long. Our hash password and our salt essentially change that so that our demo gets hashed. And so let us register an event as an organizer. So let us call this a final project, and we're going to do it for tomorrow, or rather today. And we're going to select the venue. We're going to choose the Avaya Stadium, and we're going to have Elvis John in our event. So let's register this event. And now when we run this code right here to see all our possible events, you can see the final project is in our database. And let us create one more. We'll call it final project two, or rather, let's just call it let's just call it something else. Let's just call it my event. And let us set a random date, random venue, and a random performer for now. And we're gonna run this. And as you can see, we now have both of them in there. And so what you can do is we can edit our events. Let's change this to our event, edit, and rerun this code. It updates this to our event instead of my event. We also have a filtering system where you can search up our, and when you search, it will show up the event that is correlated with the string that you inputted. And so we could also, for organizers, you can also remove events. So let us remove the our event. So when we click remove, and now go back, it is now gone from our database. So let us return home and log out and see it from the customer perspective and how the customers can utilize this website. So let's register for an account first. Let's just call ourselves demo. And we're going to call it demo customer at gmail.com. And we're going to create a password. I'll just call it demo again, just to be consistent. So we're going to do that again, demo customer at gmail.com and demo. And let's see. So as you can see, we have no tickets available. And let's go over here and see us registering under the account demo. And so for now, as you can see, we didn't have any tickets. So when we run this, it's going to be empty. So let's go view events and let's pick a random event. Let's actually pick the event that we set earlier. We set final project, and our current attendance is 0 because nobody's applied to this event. So let's get the ticket, return to event list, and now our current attendance is now updated. And let's say we want to get this ticket again for some reason. Our application will reject this as you cannot receive two of the same tickets for the same event and the same date. And the current attendance is still at the same value. And when we click view tickets, there's only one value or one instance of this. As you can see, we have the final project and the date and our name with the serial ID. So when we run this code, we now have that in our tickets. And we also created a remove ticket. So when we remove ticket from this and update it, it is not going to be present in our code. Another thing that we do is we created some stops for when the capacity is maxed out. So as you can see, escape room, the capacity for this is actually 6, and there's currently 6 current attendance. So when you click get ticket, the limit capacity is reached. The event is full, try a different event. So just saying, you can't pick the event that has the maximum capacity already. So we have to pick another event. Let's return home and let us see the insert in action. So we're going to just do insert demo customer gmail.com marathon and 2025. We can just check new tickets because it's going to be there. So we see marathon here. And then we can actually delete it. So this is how it is in action. So we say delete it and we run this again. It's not going to be there.
Now, onto some other non-functional stuff. We have performance and scalability. In regards to performance, we want to make sure that we organized our data and tables efficiently to utilize relational database schema features using MySQL. And we also have implicit and explicitly defined indexes to help speed up some search queries. In regards to scalability, as you've seen in the demo, we can add more tickets, we can add more organizers, more customers, and more events. And in regards to security and accessibility, we have a user login authentication using email and password. And the password are actually stored as hashes. And each password is hashed with a random salt, which just provides an extra layer of security, as if the database is compromised, they don't have direct access to the passwords themselves. We don't either, or that any administrator. So, and it's hard to go backward from the hash to the actual password. And in conclusion, our program is simply fully featured. when in regards to event management and ticket buying as an application where organizers can manipulate events and customers can manage their tickets. In regards to future work, we were thinking at looking at any visual updates along with quality of life features, as well as implementing financial features for ticket buying and event budgeting, as well as event whitelisting and blacklisting, and even possibly some social functionality where customers can see what other customers are interested in.